Welcome to the Community Law Resource Association meeting for March 2012. My name is Darryl O'Brien, for those who are here for the first time. The gentleman to my right is Kelvin Granger. We are law researchers, for those who are here for the first time. We've been operating for about 10 years. Helping the general public understand what the Constitution of the Commonwealth is, what it means to them, and helping the general public understand what government is. So, could I have a show of hands from those who are here for the first time? Okay, we've got a fair few. Okay, of those who are here for the first time, hands up those who have read the Commonwealth Constitution. One. Right. Do we know what the Commonwealth Constitution is and what it means? No? Okay. Sort of. Okay. Right. No, it is not. Absolutely not. Okay, first and foremost, I guess we'll introduce you to the Commonwealth Constitution. And on the screen behind me is the first paragraph to Clause 1, the introducing clauses to the Australian Federal Constitution, Commonwealth Constitution. 63, 64, Chapter 12, Queen Victoria. This document is written in English. You don't have to be a lawyer to understand what's written in this document. In fact, it has been deliberately designed for you, the common person, common layperson, subject to understand. And this document has been brought about to regulate what government can and cannot do. Okay, there's only one section in this document that is pretty much an instruction to you, the sovereign people, and that's section 109. We'll get to that, but we'll first introduce you to this document. The first three words are probably quite the key to the door, because they establish the people as the authority in this land, and the people created government. So, whereas the people of. Okay, those three words are crucial, and we really have to understand these words as they are written, and understand them in the context that we do today with respect to the English language, and absorb it in that context. But read this document carefully. All legal documents must be read virtually word for word so that you understand what's in that document. It's crucial. Okay. Whereas the people. There's no discrimination in that word people. Agree? You get agreement there. Doesn't matter what colour skin you have. Doesn't matter where you're from. It doesn't matter if you're born and breathe the air that we all breathe, you fall into that category. So be comfortable in the fact that the framers of the Constitution had that in mind. Unfortunately, the people in Parliament, and especially in the early part of the 20th century, did not necessarily adhere to those first three words, which is in fact why they brought about the White Australia policy. And something that shows you that the people who sat in Parliament just after Federation didn't understand this document either. And in fact, that still is the position. You will find most people in Parliament do not understand this document, are pretty much told if they need some sort of interpretation constitutionally, then they're to rely on a lawyer, someone who's trained in this field. This is incorrect. This document was created for you, the people. This is a unique document. In the world, this is a unique document. It is designed for you, the people. And then you, the people, structure and give body to this document. Because it's your government, it's your public service. Now, because the people have not adhered to, because the people have not studied this document, it has remained a skeleton. And that skeleton is indeed wanting essence. Yeah, but I've got to just bring about an understanding with respect to the document itself. So, the document itself was, it's gone through 10 years of debates leading up to Federation, and in those debates have to be considered part of this document. Okay, and that comes through in section 118. So we'll go to clause 5 if we could, John. Clause 5 explains itself. This Act and all laws made by the Parliament of the Commonwealth under the Constitution. Can everyone see that fine? Yeah. And read that okay?
You want to make it bigger or not? You
want to make it bigger? Yeah.
Yes, no. Is it okay?
Yeah, everyone's got it.
Bigger?
Okay.
Bigger. Yeah.
Sweet. This Act and all laws made by the Parliament of the Commonwealth under the Constitution shall be binding on the courts, judges and people of every state and of every part of the Commonwealth, notwithstanding anything in the laws of any state. And the laws of the Commonwealth shall be enforced on all British ships, Queen ships of war accepted in his first port of clearance and his port of destination in the Commonwealth.
Is anyone unsure of what the word notwithstanding means? There are a lot of people that are, yeah. Notwithstanding means despite or in spite of. So in other words, it doesn't matter what the law of the state says.
Okay, so we'll go to what I mentioned earlier, section 109. This is under chapter 5, governing the states. Okay. Section 109, when a law of a state is inconsistent with the law of the Commonwealth, the latter shall prevail, and the former, to the extent of the inconsistency, shall be treated as invalid. So, is anyone got any alarm bells going off at the moment? Gee, good, that's good. That's a good one. Yeah, I'll take it back to... Yes?
Yeah, Daryl, how does, just out of curiosity, where it's talking about the law of the state,
yeah.
What happens when you've got like a law of earlier on, like 1958 Property Law Act of Victoria, which is assented to by the Queen, but it's still only a state act, and then you've got later acts that overrule it, because somewhere else in the Constitution it said that if there's a conflict between two state laws, then the latter prevails, not the former.
No, that's not the case.
Former.
Always the former prevails when there's a conflict within the state. So the older law always prevails, especially since 1986. Okay, since 1986, they were given approval by the federal parliament to override. The states could pretty much bring about a law that could be inconsistent with the Commonwealth law. And it's under that premise that we have all the problems that we're experiencing at the moment. We've got state laws that are clearly inconsistent, but they rely on the Australia Act to pretty much give them the approval to act as the Commonwealth would in the same position. And that's just totally invalid. In 1984 we did go to a referendum to give approval for that, and it was not valid. Okay, prior Federation coming about, the states were all independent countries pretty much. and this brought about federation. Too many complaints, states thinking that they could do whatever they please independent of each other. So a group of people got together and basically drafted the Constitution as you've got on the screen at the moment, and it can only be amended or repealed, any section of Clause 9 of this Act, which is the 128 sections which make up the Constitution, by you the people. Okay. Amended or repealed. It's important. So they can't change one letter, they can't change one word, they can't take out a section without your approval. There's been...
Yet they do.
Well, they do because of what I said earlier, the Australia Act. The parliaments have been, especially the states, have been desperate to try and override this constitution since federation. They've never liked it, and they've been fighting tooth and nail to undo it. And we can see a trace of this, especially 1931, 1958, when a lot of laws brought in that were starting to be inconsistent, and the final blow was in 1986. And all of this has taken place because you, the people, don't understand this document, and more importantly, the majority of people, and I include parliamentarians in this, do not even understand the word government. Do we understand the word government? Okay, the government is made up of 3 tiers. 3 tiers. Okay. First tier is executive. Executive is your Queen, it's your Governor-General, it's your governors of the state.
And they're all they give the people is bloody peers.
That's right. Second tier is the Parliament. Parliament's made up of your lower house and your Senate and your upper house. Anyone tell me, of the people who are here for the first time, what the third tier is?
Judiciary.
That's it.
Judiciary.
It's our courts. So when you hear Gillard say, this is Gillard government, or any politician say this is such and such government, that's a lie. It's not. It is not. That's just the lower house talking.
So it would be correct for the Governor-General and to talk to the government?
The Governor-General oversees, in fact, the highest office in Australia is the Governor-General.
So that person would be the only person that would say this government?
Yes, effectively, but there must be, for this democracy to work, there must be a separation of those powers. One cannot influence the other. The judiciary cannot influence the Parliament cannot influence the judiciary.
What did you say? Governor-General and the High Court?
Well, no, the Governor-General is the Queen's representative here. And the Governor-General oversees the Federal Council. The Governor-General oversees the state governors. And the Governor-General oversees all law drafted here in Australia. If there's any conflict with any law passed by a state with the law of the Commonwealth, then the job of the Governor-General is to step in and, under complaint from we the people, amend it and force the states to do it.
So why isn't that happening?
How did she endorse and swear in the front and centre party when she knew it was going to give the power control of everything that happened in the nation?
Because we the people have lost sight of what they're supposed to do. So we the people rely on that one tick of a box every 3 years, and this is what they want us to believe. They want us to dearly believe that our only voice is theirs. That is incorrect.
Well, how does someone make a complaint, and how do we write one up?
Okay, very good point.
And who do we address it to?
Okay, you go to... This is where we the people exercise our rights. Now, as an individual or as a group, we approach our local member, our locally elected member, and we express 2 key words. keywords